Super Bowl 42. The current down and distance is the Giants have the ball on their own 38-yard line, and it's 4th and 1. There's 1 minute 35 seconds left in the game. New England's ahead 14-10. What I've done is synced up a kitchen timer at 1 minute and 35 seconds as well. Now, when you hear a beep, that means the timer that I'm holding is either stopping or starting, and when you hear repeated beeps, it means the time has expired at 1 minute and 35 seconds. What we are going to do is see how the time should have been kept on the field versus the way it actually was.
Brandon Jacobs looked like he got it with that last effort with his right arm. And I'm not so sure that if they're not going to measure here, you don't call timeout if you're the Giants to preserve some time.
Now that's three-time Super Bowl champion and NFL Hall of Famer Troy Aikman mentioning that the only way, basically, that the time could stop is if the referee brings the chains out onto the field or if the Giants call a timeout. Neither of those things happen here. I have my clock stopped at 1 minute and 22 seconds, and the game clock is at 1 minute and 22 seconds. Let's see where it goes from here.
Minute 22 left. They do stop the clock.
Again, Joe Buck just mentioned that they do stop the clock. Interesting. Not supposed to stop the clock in that situation.
Signal that it's a Giant timeout, and Mike Carey signals first down. So by this last effort with the right arm, Jacobs got it. And they benefited by the fact that Mike Carey had to look to determine whether or not they picked up the first down. The clock now is, well, they still haven't started it up. It looked like they had started the clock.
There's Troy Aikman again mentioning that the Giants just benefited and got to save a third timeout ultimately by the fact that the referee did not require them to call a timeout and thus stopped the clock. Troy Aikman then says the clock started running and then sounds confused as he realizes the clock's not running. He knows full well that this entire time the clock should have been going.
But that kept the Giants from having to burn a timeout. They actually put more time back on the clock, 6 seconds.
Joe Buck just mentioned that they actually put time back on the clock, an additional 6 seconds. Where that came from, I can only imagine, is that's when the play was originally called dead, when Brandon Jacobs got that first down. However, the time should not have stopped because the Giants didn't call a timeout and the chains didn't come out on the field.
As Manning steps up and is brought down by Adalius Thomas from behind. The ball came out, and the Giants keep it. A 5-yard.
Right there, at this point, Tom Coughlin runs about 15 yards onto the field and taps the referee to make sure the referee knows that he wants a timeout. If I'm not mistaken, you're not allowed to touch the referees in any way, shape, or form. That usually results in a 15-yard penalty and a significant fine. So right now, according to the way time should have been kept, we're right around 26 seconds left in the game.
On by Eli Manning, and the Giants keep the football. Adalius Thomas caught up to Eli Manning. Yeah, and you see that Eli's loose with the ball as he's running out, and Adalius Thomas, when he was coming in behind him, he was trying to go for the football to get it loose. You see there, I mean, how Eli Manning's then able to recover this thing's in the back of his legs once he goes to the ground. Manning had it, lost it when he hit the ground. And Tom Coughlin all the way out onto the field to signal for the timeout. Let's talk about Coughlin. Here's the guy who...
In the interest of time, I'm going to fast forward over that. I just wanted to make sure you have to see the part where Coughlin touches the referee, again against the rules. Now the clock here says 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Again, I apologize for the fact that you can't really see that too clearly because I'm taping that directly off the television. So, apparently from the time that Brandon Jacobs was ruled down, all the way through resetting the play, the snap of the ball, Eli being flushed out of the pocket, being tackled from behind, Coughlin running out onto the field. Even with the 6 seconds added, we're only talking about 8 seconds. And, of course, the clock should have been running the entire time.
Before he was able to do it here. Time almost ran out on him. 2nd down and 5. And as he let it go.
Okay, now right there, I started the clock at the snap of the ball, per the rules of the NFL, and stopped it as soon as that ball was over Asante Samuel's hands.
Asante Samuel came close to a game-ending interception. Well, that's about as demonstrative as you're going to see Eli Manning. I mean, it looked like he was expecting something else on the outside on that route. I mean, Eli, he's going to get some pressure. You got Rodney Harrison coming off the edge. He floats it up, but I don't know if he thought that Tyree was going to take it a little bit deeper or should have taken it deeper. But they're fortunate that Samuel didn't intercept that one.
We'll start the clock at the snap of the ball again. We're at 21 seconds.
Pressure from Thomas off the edge.
What a great play by Eli. Honest to God, as much as a buckwheat as this guy is, that was a heck of a play. And what a catch by Tyree. Still, though, the clock is running. And timeout. Okay. So a timeout was just taken at the end of that play. According to the game clock, we're at 58 seconds. According to the way time should have been kept in this game, we're down to 4 seconds. We're going to fast forward again in the sake of time. What a play by Eli, though. God, the guy deserves all the credit in the world for that. And Tyree, holding the ball on top of his head. That's like Lynn Swan's catch against the Cowboys in the 70s. What we're going to do is, again, we're going to start the clock as soon as the ball gets snapped over here.
Somehow was able to make the catch. And that was after somehow Eli Manning was able to avoid the sack. 32-yard completion to Tyree on 3rd and 5.
Manning's directing traffic with only 4 seconds left to go in the real clock. Although the game clock is now up to 59 seconds. That's it. Game over. Game over. And now, there it goes. 50 seconds remaining in the game. Although we know that time has now expired, based on the way the clock should have been kept, the Giants just used their final timeout. 50-second difference. Even if you were to go ahead and shave 10 seconds off for error, the New England Patriots are the Super Bowl 42 champs.